Number one, do not let people put labels on you. What does this mean? So when I was younger in university and I was 18, I didn't know who I was. Basically, how my friends and people would describe me, I took on that label and I would start to think of myself in that way, even though that was not me at all. And because when you're young and you haven't begun your process or journey of self-discovery yet, if you accept these labels, it actually inhibits your growth a lot. So it wasn't until I think I was a little bit older, I stopped identifying with these labels and then I started this self-discovery journey. But yeah, I think the moment people put labels on you, you're limiting yourself. Number two, you don't need to know the next 10 steps. You only need to know the next step in front of you, which means you only need to put 1 foot forward in front of the other. You don't think about like how many steps it's going to take to get to, you know, the kitchen, for example. You just put 1 foot forward in front of the other, which means you keep on moving. All you need to do in life is keep on moving towards your goals. No matter how much you try to avoid pain, you will get pain anyway. And sometimes in life, it's actually worth going through pain. Attachment is inevitable when you let your guard down and you become vulnerable. And in order to have love and intimacy and build a healthy relationship, you do need to let that guard down, which means inevitably you're going to form that attachment bond. And the moment that happens, walking away is so hard. Attachment is real and we can't stop it once you're vulnerable. And it doesn't get easier. I thought, hey, it's going to be so easy to walk away this time with everything I know. No. The moment that bond is there, it's hard to walk away and it never gets easier. This can lead to another point, but never make decisions when you are highly emotional. And women, if we are PMSing, we're near our period, don't make decisions then. So take some time for yourself. Do not trust your thoughts when you are PMSing or when you are emotional, because ultimately, when you are yourself again, you may regret what you did when you were PMSing or you were emotional. That can lead to another point. Always say less, okay? So if you find yourself typing out that paragraph, ready to send it, don't send it, especially if you're emotional. Write it out, keep it in your notes, and then a few days later, think about it, okay? If you really want to send it, send it. Rejection is redirection. Man's rejection is God's protection. Remember that. There will be so many clear signs when God or the universe doesn't want you to do that thing, doesn't want you to be with that person. You're going to change your career a lot. So when I was in high school, I was trying to figure out like my perfect career, trying to combine all of my interests together. I wanted to be in fashion, yet I wanted to be in tech, yet I wanted to be like a lawyer and like all these things. And all I want to say is things work out the way they're meant to. One thing will always lead to another and more doors are going to open, and you're likely going to change career many, many times. The degree you have right now may not lead to the job you intend to have. You might be in a computer science degree and end up in a completely other job. You're probably going to fail at most things, but failing is better than regret, and it's better than never having tried. Failure is what builds the path to success. So fall down 7 times, what the fuck? Fall 7 times, stand up 8. I'm like a walking motivational book right now. That the sense of having a home, it doesn't come from actually moving country. It comes from the life you build there. So when I moved to Dubai, it did not feel like my home, and I kept leaving. Like I kept traveling and like escaping. This time I came back to Dubai, I was like, I'm gonna stay here for at least 2 months, 3 months. Guess what? It feels like a home now because I made friends. I have a life here. I know things around here now that make it feel like a home. So home is not about the city you're in, it is about the life you build. To another point, pick your friends wisely. The friendship choices you make are as important as the relationship choices we make. So we often don't hold our friends to a higher standard. Yet, you know, with romantic partners, it's like, okay, 1 red flag, you're gone. But your friend can exhibit so many red flags and we just kind of ignore it. But ultimately, if that person is in your life a lot, you better hold them to a high standard or distance them at least, which can lead to another point. Like, I don't really burn bridges ever. You never know when that person is going to be useful, especially in business, okay? So don't burn bridges. Be very careful about how you end things. Money can actually solve a lot of things, and while it doesn't buy you happiness, it can buy you the things that make you happy indirectly, like experiences. Is money everything? No. Is money a necessity? Yes. And to that I say, focus on building more skills which is going to help you to earn more money then, instead of focusing on random things. And you can watch the Game of Life video for that. You can't change a person, and if a person really loves you, they want to be with you, they will change without you having to say anything. In the past, I would find it hard to walk away from people if I saw potential in them, which is wrong. Like, never date for potential, okay? I say that a lot in my videos. But I think women especially, because we're so nurturing, we're like, oh, maybe I can like help foster this person to be like their best self and like give that to me, but ultimately we can't do that. Everything comes full circle, so be careful. If you talk shit about someone else, it will come back to you. If you wish ill upon someone, it will come back to you. Whatever you want in life, you're going to get it. It's just a matter of when, but you're going to get it. So don't waste time dreaming about having that thing, because it's taking away from the present moment.